I'm Lauren with Pack Hacker, and today we're going to be talking about the Away passport holder, which I've been testing for the last month. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up so we can keep helping you find the right gear. Let's dive in. The exterior of this is pretty simple, so it's just leather, essentially. So you've got pretty secure stitching on the sides here, and then on the front as well, with a very subtle, Away branding here as well. So if you look here, this is where the passport goes in, just slides in and out pretty easily, and then same kind of stitching. The one we have here has a nice kind of two-tone to it. Very subtle, very classy, and this slides in like a glove. So I was able to use this with my own passport. I had no issues getting it in and out. It feels very secure in there. It's not, you can hold it by the passport and it's not gonna fall out. So I do really like that. I think it's a really nice and sleek way to keep your passport on hand. And then on the inside here is where you can keep 4 cards. So you can double stack the pockets if you want to. We just have some, blank ones here, and it works. So kind of bring that up a little bit closer for you. This is more leather on the inside, and then this is more of like a material. Not quite sure what it is. It kind of feels like nylon. But this kind of slots in there, and then this center area is just a big old empty pocket. So I just have a wad of cash in there, but you could really put anything you want in there. The caveat to that is that this doesn't have any sort of a zipper on it. So when you're looking at this, as secure as this is, and I felt like this was pretty secure as well for these cards, there's no option to close it. So I would personally avoid putting any sensitive information in here if you do plan on carrying this around with you regularly. Again, totally up to you based off of what your comfort level is. But while I didn't have any issues with cards like slipping around or slipping out, it did make me nervous that it could have happened, like you want to make sure that all of your sensitive information stays on hand for you. And that's something that was kind of on my mind. So I kept things that I was like less worried about losing, I guess, down here, just because they're not as close to the very edge. And then, this pocket itself is pretty secure if you want to do like a boarding pass or something in there as well. But cash fits pretty well too. So it doesn't really impact the shape of the passport holder too much. If you have a thicker amount, it slots in pretty well and stays in pretty well too. So it is really nice. I did like having this. I think it's a pretty sleek and professional look, especially with this small amount of branding. And I used this thing for a month and it looks new, right? I can't see any issues on the outside here. Maybe even that, it looks like a blemish, but it's just the stitching. So it's all pretty secure along the edges. So it's almost like new. I guess you could say that this is coming up a little bit. But even then, it's not something that's really going to impact the actual passport holder itself. So overall, I really did enjoy this one. I felt like it was a nice way to keep everything that I needed on hand. Even though I was a little bit weary of this, I never did have any issues with it. So I do feel comfortable carrying this, for extended periods of time. It's just something that I personally would keep in mind if you want to keep sensitive information in this little pocket here. So there you have it, the Away passport holder. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next video.